Hello fellow glue sniffers and screw snippers, welcome back to Blitzkrieg Model Works. I'm Bob, you know me as Darkline on the forums. How's it going, everybody? I am so terribly sorry it has taken so long to do a reveal video for the beginner's build. I had almost, just that close to getting it finished, and for whatever reason I just put it into my display cabinet and totally forgot about it until somebody mentioned that, hey, I never saw a reveal video. So here we are almost 2.5 years later that this thing's been sitting in my display cabinet, and all I had to do to finish it was put on the spare tracks and the spare ice cleats and put on the tow cables. And that was pretty much it. So again, I am very, very sorry for taking so flippin' long to get this up here for you guys. So for those that haven't seen this before, the idea behind the beginner's build is to take an inexpensive, fairly easy to get kit and build it out of the box using fairly basic equipment, no aftermarket, no photo etch, no resin, no nothing, no really fancy aftermarket convenience products like washes and pigments and all that other stuff. So what we had done is we have, if I can swivel around, the base is an old trophy mount that I salvaged from a trophy shop that was recycling them. The black pieces are black poster board with black styrofoam. The base inside is a couple of different layers of white polystyrene styrofoam, usually the flat packing styrofoam you get stuff from Amazon or eBay or whatnot, sprinkled with baking soda. Previous video I showed how to do that, and then the baking soda was set down with hairspray, just plain cheap finesse hairspray, whatever was cheap at Walmart when I got it. The trees were made out of some foliage that I found at Michael's that I cut up, and I actually used pine branches for it. The kit is the Italeri, what is it, the 246? The Leopard 2 was like the first Leopard 2 kit, first Leopard 2 kit to come out in plastic. And it's still not a bad kit. It needs a little bit of work, but it's not a bad kit. It was airbrushed exclusively with Tamiya acrylics. They're NATO colors, so XF 67, 68, and 69, so that's NATO green, brown, and black respectively. And then using blue stickum that you usually use to stick posters up, like this poster board in the back that keeps wanting to fall down, I did the camo pattern and then did white. The decals are the factory decals, which are like over 20, probably pushing 30 years old. The signal lights, I probably didn't go into any detail. There was a two-part bit on that, and what I used is Model Master enamel chrome silver. I don't know if they still make Model Master enamels. There's lots of different chrome silvers available on the market now. Some are like literally almost chrome, so they're fairly easy to get. I would advise you not to use Tamiya silver. It's horrible. The flake is way too big. It doesn't look proper, and I use those on the periscopes as well. And then once that was dry, I went over it like with the periscopes to represent the armored green, just Tamiya clear green. And then the signals, Tamiya clear orange. And then the brake lights, which I'll spin around so you can see it, is just Tamiya clear red. Nice things to have to do modern armor stuff, because they do have reflectors on them. The jars will probably dry out before you use it all. I can spin this around, yeah, you can kind of see the tail lights. Try to bring this up without knocking everything over. It's a little on the messy side. I could touch it up a little bit, but just to give you an idea what you can do without, having a pile of aftermarket stuff and using, hundreds of dollars of these convenience products like these pre-made washes and pigments and stuff like that. This is a nice little kit, easy to do. If anybody's really interested, I could be persuaded into doing like Tamiya's Panther A. It's way more common than this. The kit is actually really terrible. It's not to proper scale. It doesn't even have the right kind of road wheels. The tracks are smooth on the inside unless they've replaced them with the new Panther D tracks, which is not likely. But yeah, I could be persuaded to do that since it is the 75th anniversary of the Panther. To get the snow on the tracks was just a little bit of white glue and water mixed together, and I just brushed it in and sprinkled some snow on. I didn't weather the tracks at all. That's just how they come from the factory. You do have to put them together. These are not gluable. This is the old stuff you had to heat seal. So the seam is actually up underneath the skirts. And that's it. Pretty simple build, pretty easy to go together. It's not that difficult to get results like this. It's a little bit of practice, a little bit of playing around. Some of the washes that I did do, I mean, I made myself out of Tamiya acrylic, some artist oil paint, stuff like that. Stuff that anybody could pick up like at your local hobby shop or a Walmart or a Michael's. So anyway, again, terribly sorry for all the time it's taken to get this up here. I do appreciate the support, guys. And I just noticed the MG3 hasn't been put on. I have to try and find where the heck that went. I have too many projects on the go. I got like 5 or 6 going right now. So anyway, thanks for watching. I really do appreciate it. Like and subscribe if you haven't. Ring the little bell thing if you actually want to get notifications when I put up new videos. I'm going to be trying to put more out. I do have a new job that I'm working at right now, but it's a temporary contract thing. It could be for another week. It could be for 6 months. I'm not sure yet. We're still yakking about that. So hopefully I will be putting more and more stuff out. I got lots of stuff really close to completion. So I'm hoping to get the Tiger out and the sub, the Typhoon sub, and then starting on the Panthers. So anyway, thanks a lot, guys. I really do appreciate the support. Talk to you later. Bye-bye.